Hello everyone, wanted to give you an update on the severe weather threat we have across Iowa this evening. We now have a severe thunderstorm watch everywhere in these shades of pink on this map until 10 o'clock this evening. So it includes Mason City, Des Moines, Fort Dodge. Now places like Waterloo, Quad Cities, not included in the severe thunderstorm watch. It doesn't mean it's not going to get stormy. It doesn't mean that there's not a chance of severe storms still for you later tonight. But what this severe thunderstorm watch is doing is highlighting the greatest threat. So what are we concerned about for Des Moines, Mason City, everywhere under this severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock this evening? We're worried about wind gusts possibly up to 70 miles per hour. Now, I do want to stress that still what's most likely is just heavy rain and lightning, just regular thunderstorms, but we do think there are going to be some severe storms that pop up, and those severe storms that do pop up within that severe thunderstorm watch could produce those wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Not going to rule out some half-dollar size hail. Again, those wind gusts of 70 miles per hour are probably most likely, but there's still going to be some hail around as well. In a worst case, I'd say up to about half-dollar size. Unfortunately, we can't rule out an EF0, EF1 tornado, maybe one or two popping up. Now, we're not talking about those giant tornadoes that can just completely destroy a home, but remember that an EF0 or EF1 tornado can still produce wind gusts around 100 miles per hour and still do pretty extensive damage. Not worried about flooding at most. A few folks might pick up about an inch of rain. All right, so let's talk about timing. Starting at 5 o'clock this afternoon, this is the greatest threat for the Fort Dodge area. Notice that there already is some activity popping up ahead of the main line, but these are not going to be severe storms. See that a little bit of green around Waterloo? These are isolated showers, maybe a weak thunderstorm, but the severe storms are in those shades of red, that line that's popping up just ahead of a cold front that's going to be sweeping across the state. So for Des Moines, Mason City, looking like the greatest threat of storms and those severe storms is about 7 o'clock this evening. But notice what happens when we jump ahead to 9 o'clock. It does look like that line is going to be weakening. So the threat for those 70-mile-per-hour winds, the half-dollar size hail, the threat for tornadoes going away. That said, this line is going to take some while to weaken. So I still think 9 o'clock, this is probably the best chance of storms in the Waterloo area. We can still see perhaps wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour and quarter-size hail. I'm not ruling that out. It's just the greatest threat will be past us by the time we get to about 9 o'clock. But still, some strong storms will be pushing across the state. Now, the line will probably continue to weaken as it pushes to the east. Notice how the rain picking up for the Quad Cities around 11 o'clock, but it looks like the main part of the line probably won't get to the Quad Cities until about 1 a.m. or so pretty late tonight. When it does push in, I'm still not ruling out that this line could produce wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and maybe some dime-size hail around the Quad Cities. But remember that dime-size hail isn't going to leave dents in your car. It's quarter-size hail and bigger that can do that and cause roof damage as well. So yes, there could be some hail late tonight when these storms push in, but it wouldn't do damage in the Quad Cities. So that's the good news there. And actually, even if we do get gusts 50 miles per hour, that's not too much stronger than the winds that we've been seeing already across the state. Once we get past that 1 a.m. window, notice 3 a.m., that is when the line will be clear of the state. There still could be some leftover weak storms around the Quad Cities and maybe some leftover showers around Waterloo. This little area of showers will take some time to clear. There's 5 a.m., still some showers in the Quad Cities. I'm not even going to rule out some isolated showers in the far eastern part of the state until about 9 a.m. or so tomorrow morning. But then everyone is going to dry out and cool down significantly. No more temperatures in the low 80s tomorrow. How about a high of just 53 in Sioux City, 55 in Fort Dodge, 58 in Waterloo. Now, it will be a little bit warmer in the far eastern part of the state before that coldest air pushes in, but still only a high of 66 in Davenport, quite a bit cooler we're seeing today. And unfortunately, still dealing with the wind across the state tomorrow. Now, not as windy as today, but still looking at gusts 35 to 45 miles per hour no matter where you are in the state. So a little bit of a wind chill factor to go along with these cooler temperatures as well.